So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a short pickup past the 25. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now a play fake. Jones. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Jones pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Warriors 70s, Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught to the goal line and in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Sentinels. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Sentinels will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Jones. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
On 1st down, Jones. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Jones. And he's going to have the Cardinals' 1st down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Jones. A pass caught by Saquon. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
2nd and 7. Jones. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top for Evans. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They'll look to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports. First and 10.
Tracking 60.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Mustang 19. Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Chap 60. Chap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the right side and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Here we go. Set. Rig alert.
Tight end going in motion here.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Okay, here we go.
They'll motion over Flowers.
Up we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Jones. Thrown left side. The catch is made. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
No motion over Flowers. On play action, it's Jones. He runs with it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Half jumbo. Half jumbo. Up we go.
Now Jones going to give it to Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Okay, here we go. Up we go.
To throw is Jones. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I continue in just a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Half 18. Half 8. Up we go.
To throw, it's Jones. Now he'll run.
Yeah, that's a nice job. He's out of the pocket. He knows he doesn't need all that much for a first down. He's able to tuck it, get out of bounds, and keep this drive alive.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run, and the Cardinals are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
Why shift the crew?
Throwing, Jones. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The design run with Jones. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. Now, Jones. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we're off to Orlando, going to check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one complete right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Jones operating out of the pistol. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here we go. Goal cutter, goal cut. Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers, Don Capers.
Jones to throw on second down. This one, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The defense has it. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, trap 60, trap 60. Take go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First down. First and 10.
They send the tight end in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll lead to a second down.
Go! Come 19! Come 19!
Back to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball, and he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Warrior 70. Hut, hut.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. That's enough for a first down. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Sentinels. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Sentinels are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. Up we go.
Play action now. It's Jones. That one intercepted. Picked off by Marte Mapu. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. He is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Sentinel. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
This taken just shy of the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Mekhi Blackmon. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
18 Rattler. Set. Hurt.
They put Pickens in motion.
Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Sentinel.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Cockroach.
Tight end motioning left. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here we go, hey. Biggie. Up we go.
Jones now on 1st down. To the right side here, pass is caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Shotgun now for Jones. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a designed run. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
He pulls it in around the 5. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Here's Jones. That's hauled in at the 2.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal.
Lock in the cage, lock in the cage. Jump right, Pacino. Jump right, Pacino. North salad, north salad. South salad, south salad. South salad, south salad.
They'll go for it. It's Jones. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Go street. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 range, 70 range. Get up.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
79 Bronco.
They put Pickens in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Half jumbo, half jumbo. Up we go.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Big hole to the 30. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
jail on it. Big low, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on her, you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky, when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em go, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em go, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em go, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow, keep running circles. up in the jail on the gag low. Gag low.
I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know where you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. Born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found and yo,